can hear me. Now you can hear me. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How's everyone doing? And Shesh had some family stuff to worry about, so she's off doing her family stuff. Apparently, she's looking after some cats. But so she gave me almost like free reign of her channel today, and I was like, yes, the takeover is complete. Am I still muted? Give me a heads up. I'll just let the chat catch up with me, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do today. Alrighty, MP. Okay, you can hear me now. Have you caught up with me? Just let me know. Hi, Helios. Hi, Godless Scammer. Hi, MP. Hi, Nikki. And who else? Hi, Bent. Bent is in the live chat. Thank you for making it. Yeah, I almost had a panic attack. Yes. Nikki, you're right. I did take over. So, what I'm trying to do is, this is still the Dumb Fact Friday. And we will still try and catch up with what was happening with our, ladies before. Michele Dauber. And we'll also look at some of the tweets that have been coming from Dr. Charlotte Proudman today. Why I wanted to revisit is because before we move on to the next doctor, that's Dr. Taylor, just a brief recap of what's been going on, especially in Michele Dauber's universe. She sort of went on a hiatus for a week around 12th of June. I think so that's when we did our live stream about her. And I was just curious. I was like, what's happening with her? TLDR, she went around and called women, especially female lawyers, a lot of names. She called female lawyers derogatory name just for doing their jobs. And people were like, are you alright? And there was also a tweet going around where she supposedly threatened someone and then tried to backpedal. We'll have a look at that also. And then the irony and audacity of this lady. it's awesome. Alright, Nikki. Yeah, keep listening to me droning on. Yeah, so we'll start with that. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is we are going to go to 12th of June. That's what we're going to do. It's almost a week since she had tweeted. But when she started tweeting, it was like relentless. Here we go, 12th of June. No, I don't want to log in or sign up. Thank you very much. It's in private mode. Oh yes, another thing. She blocked me. I don't know why she blocked me. Maybe, hold on. Maybe it was because, I think so it was because, hold on, let me just show you guys. How do I share this? Let's see if we can do this. Hold on, let me just get this out of the way so that no one sees. My password. You don't want people to see my password, right? What? Oh god. I've got a text verification and all that stuff. Shesh is better prepared in all this than I am. Obviously. So, okay. There we go. So now I can show you. Why? Go away. For some reason it was giving me. So when I type, when I look for Michelle, sorry, my bad. I cannot type this morning. Oh god. Yeah, so if I go with that, that's what I get. I have been blocked. And I think so I know why I was blocked. I can probably show you guys. So she had made a tweet when she came back from her hiatus. And oh, here it is. So she had apparently, this is the tweet where she had told someone had responded to her and probably were trolling her, or they were like, okay, they were questioning her motives behind something, and she came back and said, SV politics is a small world. I think you should probably rethink trolling me. That is my advice since you are a student. And then everybody was like, oh, is this you threatening a student for false SV for disagreeing with you? And the thing is here, we know the background of Michele Dauber and her majority of her body of work. She works in policy formation or policy drafting for sexual harassment and sexual violence on campuses. That's her background. So obviously SV would be taken as sexual violence. And everybody rightly thought, because she didn't, I don't know for what reason she didn't type it out. Maybe for plausible deniability in future. I think so personally, maybe. But here she is saying that, you might get accused of something. And she says SV politics for some reason. Like, is sexual violence politics for her? And if she didn't elaborate, why didn't she elaborate on what she's talking about? And then people were like, what are you doing? And people were like, they were confused. Quite rightly so. I was confused. I thought she was, personally, she was threatening someone that you are going to get tangled, that person will get tangled in sexual violence politics. And I was weirded out and I was irked by it. And I was like, what are you trying to do here? And then people started calling her out. She never explained it. She never elaborated further. She just took that, and now I have to log out. God dang it. Because I can't see her profile. Okay, what if I get it like that? And then I go, will that work? Oh yeah, that works. So I'll just get this out of the way like this so it doesn't get in the way of this. So people were asking her like, what are you doing? And the fucking audacity and irony of this woman. She's telling someone that's a defamatory lie and now you're blocked. And I'm like, this is coming from someone who has been enabling Amber Heard to spew defamatory lies against Johnny Depp, who has backed her. These two have, Amber Heard and Michele Dauber, have a long history together. And it was fucking astounding to me, the irony lost on this woman. So I took a couple of screenshots and I was like, seriously? And a lot of people were like, this lady's threatening someone that, she is going to accuse them of sexual assault. She said it's a defamatory lie. Number one, Michelle, you are a professor in law. Let me just say, you have to prove defamation. You have to prove damages. You have to prove malice. You said SV, and you never elaborated on it. So people took what they took. How is it defamatory, Michelle? Please tell us. And this is a law professor at Stanford. Seriously, no wonder Stanford. If I'm not wrong, Stanford produce like duds like Elizabeth Holmes because of these professors. And so I quote tweeted her and I was like, I think so the irony is lost at you. I think it's somewhere. Hold on. No, I'm blocked. God dang it. I have to log out. Why is it like doing that? Let's go. Log out. Log out. Yes. Okay, now you're... There we go. So I quote tweeted her and I said the fucking irony of this lady, and she blocked me. So let's go through her timeline and see what she's been doing. Is the live chat moving? I don't know. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that petition that came on. Can people tell people in the other live chat that we moved? For some reason the link keeps disappearing there. You also don't know Ben. No, that's fine. We're just revisiting. Oh, hold on. There we go. So yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. The link just disappears after a while from the previous one. I know I should have planned it properly. I should have like sat down with Shesh and gotten it done, but this is what we have. So going back to Michele, right? So here we go. June 12th. Let's go. Scrolling down. So no, I don't want to log in or sign up. So this was the last time where we left, where she said that she was getting bent over. Nobody knows how YouTube works anymore. Nah, nobody knows. So this is where we left last time, where she was apparently putting women on blast and under spotlight, and to the possibility of getting, derogatory messages in their inbox because she was calling them skuts. That's a derogatory name for a woman, for someone of a female gender catering to male power, something like that. And then she was astounded that she was somehow getting derogatory words in her inbox. So again, the irony lost on this person. It astounds me. So she made several tweets after that. And she had replied to a couple of people. And then June 12, here we go. And I am just astounded that this is coming from a Stanford professor. I have seen a lot of lawyers on YouTube show more objectivity in the Depp-Heard trial than this lady. And she's a professor. I get it, having a passion for something, compassion. Passion is important to pursue something, to see it to the end. Hi, Alicia. Passion is very important, and I commend that. But to let your passion skew your judgment and your objectivity, that really worries me when that happens with people like Michele Dauber, who are in position of authority, who are in position of making laws, policies, on board. They are co-chair on boards, and they can effectively change or alter someone's course of life with their words and with their actions. We've seen that. She backed Amber Heard, and everything just decimated for Johnny Depp for the last 6 years. So, yeah. Okay. My camera decided to give up on me for some reason. Just give me a second, guys. Something going on here. Can you guys hear me? I think so. You should still be able to hear me. That is not... Yeah, for some reason my camera decided to like just go whoop. Nope. Let's see if this works now. Okay, you can hear me. But for some reason, my camera... Okay, there we go. Can you... No, not that camera, sorry. Oh, yeah. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. Okay, let's see if this works. There we go. We're back. EMP from the live chat. Problem with too many of the present day university graduates now is they forget what they're good for and obsess on what they claim to be good at. There's zero self-maintenance, yes, and there's zero support for that. I personally believe. Professors have their own thing that they want to... I was lucky. My professor was not like that. Always encouraging me. My professor was always encouraging me to follow what I want to do. He said, what do you want out of this course? What do you want to pursue after this course? Where do you see yourself? And that was very refreshing for me. And very inspiring. And he was passionate. Let's just say. Am I being the skirt? Catering to my peer right now? I don't know. Apparently, according to Michele Dauber, I'm a skirt. By her own definition. So, getting back to Michele Dauber. So she then went silent. And then she came back on June 21st. And she posted about a Stanford professor using their power to influence. While again, the irony is lost on her, where she told someone that, SV politics, where she backpedaled later and said, the Silicon Valley politics. That's still a threat, Michelle. What are you doing? What are you doing? Seriously, and you post this. I get it, you want to support victims, but what about, I don't know how many students have fallen victim to your personal propaganda, let's just say. You have an agenda and you have a propaganda. That's quite, that's quite tacit, if I might say. Here we go. That's a defamatory lie and now you're blocked. Again, that's a defamatory lie and now you're blocked. Blocked. Defamatory lie. Here's the backpedal, she said. SV is Silicon Valley, urging someone to stop trolling me is last time I checked, not a threat, and now you're blocked. Well, if you ask someone directly, can you please stop trolling me? That's just trolling me. But when you say SV politics is a small world, you're saying, if you don't stop trolling me, then I will. Or then. That's a threat. When you back it up by something that you will do to them if they don't stop. You could have simply blocked that guy like you did these previous people. Just should have blocked him if you didn't want to interact with them. Like you blocked me. But to go ahead and say S3 politics is a small world, I think you should probably rethink of trolling me. That is my advice since you are a student. So Michele Dauber decided to use her position of authority to threaten someone for having an opinion or for asking a question. And that's what I have problems with professors like Michele Dauber. They cannot take the heat when it comes to them. They cannot treat their students as colleagues. Okay, you don't want to treat them as colleagues, okay, but treat them as equal humans, at least, who may have opinions, who may ask you questions, who may question your motives from time to time also. You should be ready for that. And that's why I don't agree with people like Michele Dauber who use their authority as professors and as peers to shut down discourse. It's still a threat, even if it's not sexual violence. Silicon Valley, okay, you want to say that. You didn't elaborate in the first place. That's still a threat. And you're using your position of power to threaten someone for asking you a question. You could have simply said, okay, I don't want to talk with you. I'm blocking you. You did that to me. You did that to others. Silverho, even with the weeks of warning we had, today's SCOTUS news is completely depressing, so I welcome this distraction. Man, I don't want to deal with that fucking thing. Yes, am I in slow motion? Am I? No! Please tell me I'm not in slow motion. No. Come on. Please don't say I'm in slow motion. So, yeah. I'm ready to rage. Let's raise. Let's have a dumpster fires in the live chat, everybody. Yeah. There we go. Enjoy. So, yeah, the fucking irony is lost on this woman. She comes back after a week's hiatus. I don't know why she went off. Maybe she went to visit a relative or something. Maybe she was looking after some cats. I don't know. But she comes back and she starts posting this. Ooh. After this. This is amazing. Like how... And then she's still blocking people. So she couldn't block that guy. She couldn't block that guy. Right? Let's see who's this. This Evelyn Eber. So if I try and look for this guy. Hold on. eBay. If I look for... What is it? Something like that. Yep. So if we search for that. So that was the tweet this guy said in response to what was it? Oh! She deleted her original tweet. How nice! Oh, Hawkskull, that's me. I've taken over Shash's channel today. Yes. She's doing some family stuff today, so she said, "Oh, you can take over my channel." I was like, "Yes, happy to." Hee hee ha ha ha. Hue. So Michelle apparently deleted her original tweet. And this guy, to the response where she said, S3 politics is a small world, and I would watch out, that kind of insinuation. And he's like, cruel words seem to come as natural to you as belittling students. So, okay, if it's a threat, I'll take it seriously and would tweet on what you post. And she never said, it's not a threat. She never said, I wasn't threatening you. She said, that is a good choice for you. Goodbye forever. She could have just blocked him, and that would have been a goodbye forever. But no, she had to come in, she had to strut in, she had to show, oh yeah, I got influence. You better watch out. She wanted to use her position of power, her position of peership, and she wanted to threaten someone. And then later she's like, oh yeah, it's not a threat. You never denied in the first instance that it wasn't a threat. It's still a threat if you say, to say like, if you don't do this, then I'll do this. That's a threat. That's a threat. Let's just say. It's sad. It's really sad that people like Michele get to format policies. I don't know how much of her judgment is colored when she's formatting those policies. I'm actually scared of what she might be formatting. And yeah. And then, okay, then we come on June 22nd. So she's talking about victim blaming while she was victim blaming Johnny Depp. Let's just say. No, I don't want to log in. Go away. God dang it. So, and then she's making these cryptic oh yeah. So here we go. Oh, this is the one. Do you really think I was afraid of you, or that somehow I could be silenced from advocacy for some survivors? Nevertheless, we persisted. I support Amber Heard. It's funny coming from this. Manya for the Golden Prime Minister. Yes. Yes. Thanks, Alicia. I, for one, welcome our new Manya Overlord. Yes. I am the new Overlord. Okay. So, number one, it's quite evident, Michele, you're not afraid. So, what is this grandstanding and posturing? We know you will continue to victim blame Johnny Depp, number one. Or you will continue to, tell that Johnny Depp is not a victim, Amber Heard is. Because he's not a perfect victim in your eyes. Because he's a man. And we know you're still here, you're still tweeting. I don't know why you went on a week's hiatus. Maybe your university was like, can you just pull it back a bit? But you just, maybe not. But, again, she's blocking a lot of people. And she's blocking you. She couldn't do that previously. No. She couldn't do that. She had to do this. Like, now. Now she's discovered the block button. So they're still talking about that article. Okay, cool. Do your thing that you want to do. Nobody thought you were scared. We just thought maybe you took someone's advice and decided to pull back, but apparently you did not. Or maybe you went on a hiatus to look after someone's cat or something. Why were you not here for a week? I don't know. You were tweeting continuously. Now again you're tweeting continuously, but just for that 1 week. I wonder why. And there she goes. My comments are closed because I don't like you and don't want you on my timeline, and now you're blocked. So this is a professor who cannot take heat from students. This is a professor who does not want any discourse. She just wants to impose her will and her opinions on everyone else. She's not open for discourse. Big mad people getting auto-blocked. Does she not know what's the difference between auto-block and manually blocking someone? You can't auto-block people on Twitter. You have to manually block people. Michele, learn Twitter. God dang it. Oh, look, she's replying to Eve Barlow. Oh, this came out to be a stunt too, if I'm not wrong. But, who am I to say? What's the problem? Like, she was happy to send out that Johnny Depp's video to TMZ, where he was, breaking cabinets. So, you have a problem with this? Why? Oh, it should be on our terms. I got it. And E. Barlow, another one fucking lunatic, seriously. I forgot to tell you, my replies are off because I don't like Depp trolls. Hope this clears that up. Like, the best way to tell people that you're not up for discourse and that you are dishonest is to call people with opposing views trolls. That's the best way to go about it. And you made it quite evident that you're dishonest. You have misrepresented the Johnny Depp-Heard trial also a lot. Beethoven from the live chat, male tears. Whoever said that too is dead wrong. It's about solidarity. Okay, but you can't have solidarity with males for some reason. For men, you can't have that. And again, they are Depp's obsessed trolls and bots. Don't bother with them. Like, come on, how more tacit do you have to be that you don't want to? You are scared that someone will counter your points that you're making and you might be wrong. You're so scared of being wrong, Michelle. It's so obvious. You're so scared of being wrong. Or being proven to be wrong. Or someone might say something that might make you realize that you have backed the wrong horse all this time. It's not... till the Johnny Depp-Heard trial, I might have said that it's not your fault. That because Amber Heard is very good at manipulating people. But now, after the Johnny Depp-Heard trial, this is a conscious choice you're making, and you're still backing the wrong horse. Let's just say. Or whatever the female version is. And now she goes, if you have been blocked by mistake due to bulk blocking of Depp trolls and bots, I sincerely apologize. Hopefully, it can be fixed and it's nothing personal. I don't know how people are going to reach you out once they have been blocked. Do you want them to make a separate stock account and come to you? That's stupid. I don't know. Bent over. I'm probably crying right now. Aww. Cars can't even use 27 Arlo. Someone else will see it and let them know except who I'm blocking you. So she went on a blocking... And someone said, like, I don't think so, Michelle, you know how Twitter works. Hold on, I need to get that tweet, what that tweet is. Oh, no, not this one, sorry. Where did you go? Okay. Ah. God dang it. Here we go. Oh, this is like, again, her trying to say, oh, it was a auto-blocking software. No, you manually went there on their profiles and you blocked them. God. God. I don't know what that is about. Okay. Okay. This person, the Michele Dauber, is really simple. She has no nuance in her thought, according to me. But who am I? I'm just a master's graduate in engineering. What do I know about thought processes, and opinions? Oh, look. Ramble fuckery. Single faculty meeting. So she retweeted this guy, Christopher Boozy. He's been apparently hired by Amber Team's PR agency to try and discredit people who have been covering the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. And the whole saga, if I might say, of the accusation that was made by Amber Heard. And trying to discredit them just because they made money on it. Somehow they're their objectivity and their opinions, which have been correct so far, go down the drain because they made money on it. Because people were interested in it. Really? Benthoven from the live chat. If I start tweeting nonsense, I'm gonna blame my card. You do that. I blame my car. Cue the men's right bots and trolls to claim Cosby is the real victim because I guess the shit world we live in now. I seriously would love to see where someone claimed that after that finding. You know who said that? That Amber Heard is still innocent after the fact when the jury found her guilty of defamation? You, Michelle. You think it's ridiculous people claim otherwise after a jury rules on something. You are doing the same thing. You're claiming otherwise after the jury has ruled on something in favor of Johnny Depp. And you're still claiming otherwise. Why? Why the rules are different for everyone else but you? Why can't others do it or should be ridiculed for it but you? Oh my goodness. Hawkskull. This is a monarchy, not a democracy. Hi, Venerable Bead. Shesh is busy with some family stuff today. So she let me take over her channel. And I've taken over her channel. So we are doing a live stream. We thought we will still continue with the Dumb Fact Friday today. I want to ask if she could help me flee my country. I don't know. Ask her when she comes around. All right. So this is again. She lets her personal agendas color a lot of discourse. I've seen that. I don't know how she does that in lecture halls. Seriously, I fear for her students. And she cannot stay, objective. She cannot. For some reason. And I've seen, and as I've said, I've seen other YouTubers like Ricketta Law and Lumber, Uncle Ian Runkle. They have been more objective than this lady throughout this trial. They have been very, very, let's say, charitable to Amber in the beginning when this trial started, but as the trial progressed, they kind of saw what was going on. So, yeah. And here she is. She thinks that claiming otherwise after a jury has ruled on something is wrong, but she is doing the same, claiming that Amber Heard did not defame Johnny Depp, and she's a victim after the fact that juries ruled that they don't believe Amber Heard is a victim. Yeah. Rules for thee, but not for me. Isn't that the saying? Right? And I don't know what these people, that's a valid question, that why was a 16-year-old at a Playboy mansion? That's not victim blaming. Michelle, seriously, girl, that's not victim blaming. That's a very good question. How did a 16-year-old end up at a Playboy mansion? What is wrong with this lady? Oh my goodness. Has she lost her comprehension skills also? English, this is English. They're asking a very valid question. I don't know if there was a full thread that she's referring to. That might be a victim blaming statement. But, sorry, trigger warning everybody. But these two over here, those are valid questions. Yeah, this is about Bill Cosby stuff. And again, she's getting a lot of it wrong. And this is people are saying what was the matter of fact at that time. They're not victim blaming. According to me, I'm reading it as from someone who doesn't know what the whole thread is about. So this is like, that's a good question. How did a 16-year-old end up there? And why was it a norm there? That's a good question to ask. This is not victim blaming. I can see only the first one, Michelle, that is victim blaming. But the other three are not. Other three are good, valid questions. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Seriously. So are you going to still call Bill Cosby's attorney or lawyer, who's a woman, skirt after she lost the case? Like, this lady is astounding to me, and she's a professor. She's an honorary professor of some sort. Really? Holy shit. God. And when she made that tweet, there's only one person who's replied, and that's her, to herself. I don't get it. Can you show me the men's right bots? I saw people asking good questions. One, yes. And so you made it the whole norm. Is that how statistics works? Or generalization works, Michelle? Is it really? God, this lady's giving me a headache. How long? Damn it. Wow. Just, wow. God. America. Yeah. I agree with Venerable Beat, but for Michelle, everything is colored. Her judgment is colored, and that color should be projected on everything. So Eve Barlow thinks it's orchestrated. How can you orchestrate people to go to that length to produce so many tweets? And till now, I haven't seen a report of some sort or anything showing that they're bots that they're doing it. There might be bots in there. Some bots, yes. But these many tweets, this is like almost like, if I'm not wrong, 20,000 to, sorry, not 20,000 even, like 50,000 tweets. You're saying is orchestrated. Holy guacamole. Oh no, it's not the consequences of Amber's actions or her own lies that were, on full display in front of the world to see via YouTube. Right. And no wonder Smitty! Hey Smitty in the live chat! Welcome Smitty. You missed a lot, dude. What the fuck? Where were you? Really? Really? Nah, you're welcome. So, oh, Intrigued is here! Yay! Awesome! Yes, the crowd's here. Yes. Better late than never. So, as I was saying, I'm sure someone can give Intrigue Feline a TLDR. Are the closed captions working for you? No, they aren't. But I'm sure someone can give you a TLDR. We go back. So, Michele Dauber, she went on a hiatus, came back, and started blocking people, accusing them of defamation, while supporting someone who was proven to be talking defamation regarding Johnny Depp, thinks that people should not claim otherwise after a judgment has been made by a jury, but does the same by still claiming that Amber Heard is a victim of Johnny Depp, even though it was almost proven. But I guess she could say that because it was about defamation and not about whether Johnny Depp abused Amber Heard, but you'd have to say that Amber Heard's lying if you want to prove defamation. So yeah, rules for thee, but not for me, Michele. And she is using her position of authority to threaten people. So, and then I think so she's just recently discovered the block button. Let's just say that. TLDW, actually, TLDR. The DR stands for didn't read. The DW refers to didn't watch. Yep, okay, TLW. And your mom's basement, seriously. Someone's asking you about your employment and... How's your mom's basement? What's wrong in living with your mom's basement? I was just saying. If you're earning well, or even if you're not earning, you don't know why someone's living in their mom's basement. Tells me someone's insecure. Someone hit a raw nerve when someone said, "Oh, how's your Stanford deployment going?" God, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know. She cannot manage trolls. She cannot keep herself objective. She gets really, really emotional, which is fine. Being emotional is fine, but for some reason, other people getting emotional is wrong according to her. Let's just say. Objective would mean that everyone would be able to come to the same thing. It is not of one's opinion, which would make subjective it was. Yeah. Well, they're not asking the victim why she was even there. They're asking how did the 16-year-old ended up there? That's what they're asking, according to me. Smitty, kind of a classist insult from this out-of-touch elitist. Yeah. A lot of people are moving back with their parents to live with their parents because of the inflation and the fucking recession that's coming on, I guess. But I guess a tenured professor at Stanford doesn't have to worry about that. So they can use that as an insult. It's so sad. It's really sad. Someone's like, all you can do is throw the basement insults. It's pathetic. Yes, it's pathetic. Like, be more... You're a Stanford professor. Be more, like, creative with your insults. Can you be more creative? I can be more creative than that. Everybody knows that. I have a very few chosen words for people that annoy me. To be fair, objectivity and subjectivity are often used incorrectly by me so a good refresher on the definition is good for me every now and then. Yeah. Quick, nobody start debating objective morality. No! 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 Oh, goodness. Oh no, a random Depp troll is losing respect for Stanford. What shall we do? Yeah, we are actually losing respect for Stanford because we have people like you representing Stanford. And what does it mean whether, like... what does supporting Depp or not supporting Depp has to do with losing respect for the Stanford, let's just say, when it's evident that people like you represent Stanford who can't handle trolls and who can't handle shit, even if their life depended on it. It's so disappointing. You're so disappointing, Michele. Let's just say. Smitty Mania said tacit earlier. Yeah, I said tacit. What's wrong with that word? Come on. So, here we go. Do you know who owns E. Barlow? This was a tweet that said that she doxed someone who was not the umbrella guy. And Michele Dauber has retweeted this tweet. I don't personally think this is a dox, but this is someone who's getting a lot of traction, and if someone wanted to find out who's the owner of these two domains, they might find out someone's name, and a wrong person might get exposed to vitriol and hate online. Just saying. Yes, Smitty is like, Stanford can earn respect by firing a toxic person abusing their position of power. Exactly. Intrigue Feline from the live chat. What I'm more curious about is the number of defendant supporters that will flat out state that the defendant will win an appeal. They cite no grounds nor arguments on which the defendant can do so. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Michele is lazy. Either she's gotten lazy or she was lazy from the start. Till now, over all the tweets that we have covered, she has not prevented one case, one argument where, you can say, that's what jury got wrong. Or that's what was not represented properly. And Intrigue Feline, it is a partial dox at the very least. It also happens that they seem to have doxed the wrong person at least once already. Yes, they have. Yes, I agree. It's a partial dox. That's what I'm saying. With the traction that this person getting, if someone decides to search who owns those two domains, a wrong person might get exposed to vitriol and hate. And Michele Dauber is, is inciting that, if I might say. Yeah. And this is coming for someone who is complaining about Amber Heard being, exposed to vitriol on social media and hate. So they want others to also get exposed to vitriol and hate. Is that what the game is now, Michele? Since we have not seen, no one has gone directly to Amber Heard and said anything to her, because I think so she has switched off replies and stuff on her Twitter, which is a good move, I would say, but I've not seen one thing that has been directly, hauled at her, if I might say, or addressed to her. So, well, it seems Matthew has a plan to get out of his mom's basement. Again with the fucking unoriginal, insults. Can you get more creative insults? And what's wrong with someone getting out of their mom's basement? What's wrong with... So you have a problem... So you laugh at people if they are in their mom's basement, and then you laugh at people because they get out of their mom's basement. Which is it, Michele? You can't have both. Fucking decide. Just decide. Well, see, Amber has a Virginia? Oh, okay. And Johnny has a peen there for her. Amber is pure innocent angel and Johnny is basically Donald Trump. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And Intrigue Feline from the live chat. I want to quote Dr. Curry, but a paraphrase instead. They state things with a lot of fluff and it appears substantive, but at the end of it, you're still left wondering as they've said really nothing. Exactly. Yeah. Do you remember the Amber Heard statement from her NBC interview? Says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world that he has scissors for hands. I was like, what the fuck was that? The biggest brain fart in the history of social media. Seriously. Oh god. So Newsweek.com, YouTuber's videos dragging Amber Heard may make him up to da-da-da-da. Umbrella Man, or the Umbrella Guy, is it Umbrella Man or Umbrella Guy? That Umbrella Guy, he has been supporting Johnny Depp for a long time. And we have found out recently that he has been in contact with Johnny Depp's previous legal counsel. And it takes guts in the environment that Johnny Depp was to support him. And this guy never wavered. And now he's reaping the rewards for being on the right side all the time and all the whole this time. And it's a problem? Was it a problem why wasn't it a problem when Amber Heard was charging $30,000 for per speech and per appearance for all the events associating with domestic violence or gender-based violence? Did anyone write an article questioning that? or when she was getting endorsements from L'Oreal and ACLU and everyone. Did anyone ask her that? No, she was on the right side. She was a woman who was on the right side, apparently, at that time. So she cannot be questioned. Her lucrative gains should not be questioned. But someone who's now on the right side, because he's a man, and he's right now, and is doubling down that he was right, and is enjoying that moment, so he should be questioned now. How jealous are you? Seriously. I'm just gonna ask. Someone's jealous, let's just say, and tells me that you guys want to like brush it under the carpet quite quickly, when for 6 years you guys just pounded on Johnny Depp, pounded on him. He even approached J.K. Rowling to get him off Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by saying, "Oh, why would J.K. Rowling have a wife beater on her in her movies?" Right. Now you know what it was like for Johnny Depp, and now you want to like just brush it under the rug. It ain't happening like that. It's not going away for a long time. Maybe for another 6 years, Amber Heard might know what it was like for Johnny Depp. Just because she's a woman, why should be treated any differently or with gloved hands? Because she's a vagina? Seriously? And Intrigued Feline from the live chat, or even more to the point, MSM is putting articles behind paywalls themselves that are critiquing people like Tug and LawTubers. It is hypocritical. Yes, it is. They're crying about people like that umbrella guy making money while they're putting their articles criticizing that umbrella guy behind paywalls. The fucking irony! That's what I'm saying. The fucking audacity and the fucking irony of this whole setup. That's why I wanted to revisit Michele Dauber today, because I just wanted to rant. And I'm sure Shesh will be proud of me for this rant on a channel. I'm loving this. This guy and his house and grill is small in many ways. It's YouTube and other platforms that should be held accountable for monetized misogyny that their algorithms promote. Okay. Again, Michelle, you are being a lazy nincompoop. You're being a lazy nincompoop. Show me one instance where that umbrella guy has been misogynist towards Amber Heard, and then, maybe a clip of something he said, and then you might have tagged YouTube and said, this is misogyny, and this shouldn't be on the platform. Like, try that. That might have worked. But this, I monetized the salt of Heard Sims. That's not misogyny. Those morons are gonna pay for my home before this is done. Well, if people keep coming to his platform, then yes. And what's wrong with that? Amber Heard was getting paid for her speeches and stuff. She was digging into it. She did that op-ed when Aquaman came out. Like, seriously. Again, Michelle, why are you so lazy, girl? Why are you so lazy? And unoriginal, uncreative. You are dry as the Thar and Sahara desert. Let's just say desert. Sorry, not desert. That's sweet. Yeah. You're dry. Your creativity is gone, dried up. Why are you so what's that word? Vindictive. Why? Chill. Relax. Come on. Smitty from the live chat. Misogyny is big. Bigotry against women. Michelle. Also Smitty from the live chat. You're a big, important feminist law professor. You should know this. Yeah. And Intrigued Feline. Shesh will be proud of you. Whatever you do, as so long it's ethical. Thanks. So, victims for SE are always shamed. That's new. What's new is YouTube and its scum influences turning a profit on it. And this is like saying, we have represented teens of all genders who were tortured at school for being victims of revenge porn, video voyeurism, rape. Several cases, all three combined. Our clients were ostracized, publicly shamed, and often forced to transfer. Number one, what video of her was released that she was... What was... there was no revenge porn. There was no... There's no evidence for rape. She wasn't forced. She was publicly shamed, yes. But she wasn't forced to transfer or move. She's still living where she was. Nobody's harassed her at her house. What the fuck are you talking about? She's been publicly shamed because she lied. And she harmed the Me Too movement. And she almost like derailed the movement for all other victims of violence. Yeah. Victims of sexual violence are always shamed. No, not always. That's a very wrong statement to make. Not always. Yeah, and this one talks about all genders. So are you going to talk about how Amber Heard said, "Oh, you're not punched, Johnny, tell the world, Johnny, that I am a victim of domestic violence"? Are you going to talk about that, Michelle? Or not? Are you going to conveniently ignore that? Oh, what's this? Oh my god. Hi everyone, please stand with the survivors and sign this petition. It only takes a minute and it's very important. Thanks. YouTube, end the monetization of targeted harassment. Oh my god. So now this is... It's not even got 1,500 signatures. What the fuck? What does it say? YouTube content creators such as that Umbrella guy are making thousands of dollars off videos which currently go against YouTube's own policy concerning targeted harassment. Content that features prolonged name-calling or malicious insults such as racial slurs. Did he call Amber Heard racial slurs? Then that's really wrong and you should be able to report it. I think so you can report it. Did you do that? Based on someone's intrinsic attributes. These attributes include their protected group status, physical attributes, or their status as a survivor of sexual assault, non-consensual intimate imagery distribution, domestic abuse, child abuse, and more. What non-consensual intimate imagery was distributed? I don't get it. Amber Heard kissing someone? Is that intimate? Amber Heard kissing Elon Musk or that other female actor? I don't think so. That's not intimate. Sorry. And, or the status as a survivor of sexual assault. Again, if it was proven by law that she is a survivor of sexual assault, maybe then you could have spoken about it, but there's nothing to back that up. So I don't get it where that's coming from. Seriously. Hi, RNGD Gaming. Hi, Sean Carroll. Welcome to the live chat. Watch me implode. Okay, let's see. What time is it? How long have we been going for? Let's have a look. What I will do is, okay, yeah, 60 minutes. So let's take a 3-minute break. Right? Let's take a break. I'll reheat my coffee and I will be back. And everyone take a break and then we will continue with this bullshittery here. How about that? Yeah? Alright, cool. Break time. I'll be back. Me back, me back. God, my throat is hurting now. With all the ranting, the outrageous ranting that I've been doing. Warm. It's coffee with sugar. It's 7:25 a.m. at my place right now. Morning! Beethoven. I made it back just in time. I'm just letting everyone come back and we'll start again. Yeah, a lot of fuckery happened when Michelle came back. Okay, so we are back and let's. It's Manya, not Manya. So, here we go. We know in 2022 that social media is used to promote harassment. That suddenly to 2014's Gamergate became the template for malicious action online, and that template has been utilized both to radicalize viewers. Gamergate? What? Sorry, Gamergate. What was that? Was it online harassment and the right wing against feminism, progressivism, video game culture conducted using hashtag Gamergate beginning. Mostly notably feminist media critic Anita Sarkeesian. She got a lot of shit wrong. Let's just say Anita Sarkeesian, she's not credible at all. She was talking about games. She was talking out of her ass, let's just say. I'll say that. And I can back it up if someone asks me in future. Let's just say. And why are you using 2014's, and it wasn't harassment. It was people criticizing Anita Sarkeesian, criticizing her work and asking her to back her shit up. That's what it was. So this whole fucking thing is absolutely bullshit. Anything associated with Anita Sarkeesian, I would take with a grain of salt. She was making accusations where there was nothing like that. Cherry picking instances and data. Absolutely bullshit. Seriously. So, yeah. Nah. Both to radicalize viewers to certain political philosophies and to harass and malign individuals. The Umbrella Guy, for example, has made over 600 videos just about Amber Heard, a project that earned him approximately according to the Washington Post. That's according to the Washington Post. You still don't know how much he earned. And why does it matter how much he earned? Yeah, 600 videos? Yeah, you can talk about it. Maybe that's too much. But is it? Is it really? What if he specializes in that subject? He specializes in Amber Heard as a subject. So what? It's internet. The Umbrella Guy seems invested in continuing his mass production of harassment videos revenue model, moving on from Amber Heard and instead targeting even Rachel Woods, who has been a teenager when her abuse started. Can you show me the targeted? Is that link work? Where does that link go? So he's talking about Marilyn Manson suing even Rachel Woods. What does that have to do with Amber Heard? Number one. And number two, I don't know what that video says. You're just giving me a link to that YouTube video. No timestamp, nothing. What am I supposed to make? Am I supposed to watch the whole thing? Or should I just believe you blindly? That's not how it works. You gotta give me a clip or something. There are transcripts. You could have just picked up transcripts from there and put it in there with the timestamp. For fuck's sake. In January 22, Geo News released a report. The content creators on YouTube made millions of hate content directed at Meghan Markle. So is Umbrella Guy part of that? I don't get it. And you know who has been directing hate at Meghan Markle? The mainstream media. Are you going to talk about them? The news channels who have been gossiping about Meghan Markle all this time? Targeting her? Why only the Umbrella Guy? What about the other mainstream media who have been talking about this case? Benthoven, how dare you speak for Manyas? Well, he can. At some occasions. So, we fear that the success of harassment-based video content will inspire others to create similarly malicious content to cash in on the harassment of others. These massive smear campaigns have no place on the internet. They skew public opinion, misrepresent information, radicalize information, cause a rebel. How we consider the blah blah blah. Please, YouTube, take a stand against harassment and bullying and then monetization of targeted harassment. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if someone is a public, individual, or private. Harassment is harassment, and YouTube has the ability to become a leader in the changing. The thing is that then where it stops and where it starts. So you're blurring the lines, number one. And number two, you're just talking about that Umbrella Guy as an example. And I wonder why haven't you mentioned any other channels like the LawTube channels? Maybe because you might get into trouble with them because they're lawyers and they might come after you with litigation. Maybe that's why. Maybe. Just saying. And are you going to talk about the mainstream media that have made documentaries, that have made news segments on Amber Heard and Johnny Depp? Are you going to talk about that? You were okay with last 6 years with when Johnny Depp was being, called out and stuff. And now suddenly, because it's a woman, it's like, oh my god. Really? You know the petition to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman has reached, how many? Millions of signatures, and still I think so she's not been removed from Aquaman. So this, come with something substantial. 600 videos, fine. It's someone can specialize in a subject. So it's possible that he would just talk about Amber Heard for the rest of his life. It's possible. People will lose interest over time. This is not targeted harassment. He's not telling people to go and abuse Amber Heard. He's not abusing Amber Heard, if I'm not wrong. You have not produced any tweets or any clips of him asking people, where he might be asking people to harass Amber Heard. He might be ridiculing and mocking her. That's what happens. That was what's happening to Johnny Depp. You were fine with that. But now suddenly, oh my god, it's Amber Heard. So, yeah. If he has said something wrong, if he's represented something wrong about the case, maybe specify that, make this more specific for me, I might listen to you. But this is so generic, it's like half-arsed attempt. And this is something, like Michele Dauber could have helped you with that, but I guess she can't because she doesn't know what she's talking about herself. She talks about, half of the time she's talking out of her own ass, so I guess she couldn't have helped with you with this. You didn't do any research, that kind of tells me. This is just half-hearted attempt. I can do a better job than this one. 600 videos, so what? God dang it. Is this something that he has said that's wrong? That's factually not correct? We can talk about that. Yeah, then you can talk about, then that might be harassment. That's still not harassment according to me. But, who am I? So yeah, and it's got 170 likes and 150 retweets. And she's blocking. She's thanking people for sharing petitions. It's not censorship. YouTube is a private company. It has a choice. This doesn't even ask for harassers to be removed. It asks them to not be monetized. Why would someone stay on YouTube if they're not monetized? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would they stay on YouTube and keep on doing stupid shit? Like, why would they waste their time on YouTube if they're not getting, if they're not making money on it? Yeah, maybe they might build a portfolio of their work or something, maybe, but they won't go in that depth as the Umbrella Guy and other people have gone. Smitty from the live chat. Harassment is when you disagree with Michelle. It's synonymous with misogyny, yeah. YouTube is a private company, and it does yeet people off YouTube. People do get yeeted off YouTube. But, yeah, I don't think so. It's not a violation of the First Amendment is what this law professor meant to say. So Amber Heard should be able to go on Dateline and keep repeating her lies, but Umbrella Guy cannot mock her on YouTube. The fucking audacity and the irony of the situation is lost on Michelle. Michelle, come here, talk to me. What the hell is going on with you, girl? Do you need a reset button? I can help you for your brain. EMP from the live chat. This woman doesn't know how the internet works, clearly. Clearly. Holy shit. Oh, now she's targeting the LawTube. Oh, she's retweeting. Professional bully should be not be a title job, but it is as long as YouTube allows channels that churn out content rooted targeting. Stop monetization. Please sign the petition. Okay. For the LawTube, so far as I've seen from the LawTube community, they have covered every case that has been publicized or put out for the press. So and they have stayed pretty much 95% of the time they have stayed objective. They've not let their personal agenda color things. Yes, they have made videos where they think they have presented their opinions, personal opinions. They're allowed to do that. But again, that petition just talks about the Umbrella Guy. It doesn't talk about any other channel. But this one over here talks about all other channels also. So which channels are you talking about? Anyone who mentions Amber Heard's name? If I mention Amber Heard's name? Check out that petition, lol. Should I leave her alone? Isn't that the same one? Yeah, that's the same one. Hi, Lady Luma. How you doing? Bandwagon jumpers. Bandwagon jumpers. What the fuck was that? Okay. Something tells me you won't be forced to pay for that tuition, lols. This is an actual professor for real. She's not a parody. Universities really have the balls to charge 60-80 grand a semester for this. Disgusting. They can just blatantly rob people and then complain about anyone else making the money. Something tells me you won't be forced to pay that tuition, lols. And they rightly come back and said that would be an embarrassment to pay for this professor. I would not pay to sit in her class. Let's just say. I will not pay. I would not. If someone paid me to sit in that class, I would not even then sit in a class. Nah, not her. I don't know what agenda she has, how she's told women that what professions they can't go in, how she's like beaten down on men verbally. I'm not surprised if she's herself verbally abusive. Just saying. Passive aggressive. Yeah. Nah. No. Hey dummy, Matthew's name is in the Newsweek article before I block you. Yeah, before when E. Barlow doxed him. Moron. Just because someone doxed him, like, doesn't give you the license to keep on doing that, let's just say. Or do you think it's okay to do that? But not for Amber Heard, no. Oh, the heat. Oh my goodness. I'd go for free as long as there's drinks and refreshment. Nah, I wouldn't even go for the food. My time is too valuable. I'm not wasting it on this moron. Seriously. No, I'm not logging in. Go away. Congratulations, Monumental. Of course, remind me on my private tutor. You must be new to higher education. So someone's like, weren't you told to stop tweeting about Heard by your university? It seems that Dean needs to be shown buying you're partaking in. At your pin, for example, you're a boring person, unethical. Of course, no one has told me to stop advocating for my viewpoint on my private Twitter. You must be new to higher education. You can tweet your whatever your viewpoint is, but you can't threaten people by saying that you, in a passive aggressive way, by saying, yeah, you got influence. When you threaten that guy, you said, oh yeah, SV politics, bitch, I'm a professor who has influence. On what basis were you threatening him or telling him to shut up? That's the problem. And also, you can express your private viewpoint, but then it gives us the liberty to go to Stanford on this. This is the person who used women who are doing their job personally, privately as this. Do you think her private opinions are not going to color her tenure at your university? Do you really think that? Because so far her Twitter has not been objective at all. It has been colored by her personal propaganda and agenda. And I don't know, does she have a a professional bio or account? I don't think so. But she does talk about, if it's her private account, why is she talking about that she's a professor of Stanford, she's a chair of Recall Persky, chair of Enough Water, author of blah blah blah, and she's promoting enough.org. Why is she talking about her being a professor at Stanford and being chair of various organizations? If this is a private Twitter account, then remove all that bullshit from there. Remove it. But of course not. She's allowed to, strut all that in front of everyone. Hey, I used a derogatory word. Strut. She's strutting. Oh my goodness. You're talking about that you can have you can have your personal viewpoint on your private Twitter, but you went after someone, threatening someone with SV politics for questioning you on your private Twitter about your personal opinions from their private account, and you threaten them and tell them that they should be worried that because they're a student. Right. Now, you blurred that boundary way back, sis. You blurred that boundary. Now you can't claim that this is your private Twitter account. When you have told students from your private Twitter account that their lives can be changed and altered or affected because of your position. You blurred that line. Sorry. You don't get to say that. Oh, it's my private Twitter account. No. You know what a private Twitter account is? Like mine. I do say I'm a master's postgraduate, but I don't see it which university. I don't talk about anything related to that on my Twitter. Maybe once or twice. But I don't go around telling people that I know better than them because I'm a postgraduate. Just saying. She's Smitty from the live chat. She's using her job for clout to reinforce her abusive behavior. Exactly. And she's using her position to reinforce a petition to remove people's livelihoods because they disagree with the legal opinion. Exactly. That's dangerous. And that's why people are worried. Good point, Smitty. And Intrigue Feline from the live chat. It is fairly common to have within the bio that statements are made on their own and are not of their workplace. Something like comments, opinions are my own and not of those of the company. Yeah, then make that distinction. You haven't made that distinction. So, and you have blurred the lines way back like 3 weeks ago. So, nah. And Intrigue Feline, because she doesn't, one can make the inference it is not a private account, that it can, and that this can be comments and or opinions of the company. Exactly. They don't understand. It's game over. What's game over? I refuse to let my daughters grow up in a world with fewer rights. You know, this would have been good if she had gone into depths about how what has happened with Roe v. Wade is going to affect women and men in America. But because she's lazy, why is it game over, Michelle? Aren't you going to use your passion and your compassion to do something about this? Oh, because it requires a lot more work, isn't it, than just backing up Amber Heard, isn't it? Fucking lazy nincompoop. Oh, 51. Here's the offensive letter that Stanford sent to students and faculty about devastating reversal of Roe v. Wade. First, acknowledgement anti-abortion people's feelings. Second, way down in paragraph 3 agrees to follow the CA law. Okay, maybe. She works at Stanford and she's like going against Stanford. Maybe talk to Stanford before you start doing this shit. I don't know. You're welcome for what? You are welcome. You think too highly of yourself, Michelle. Oh my god, the narcissism in this lady. The self-importance. Oh my goodness. The Supreme Court doesn't have the authority to block Congress, last I checked. Intrigue feline from the past tense because no one can make the inference. Yeah, okay, I already read that. So yeah, so this is Michele Dauber for you ladies and gentlemen, who has the fucking audacity, and the irony is lost on her. She has different rules for herself and different rules for others. Oh, and don't forget the Supreme Court's now going for Obergefell and Hodges Lawrence versus Texas and Griswold versus Connecticut. Justice Thomas said as much. Oh my goodness. Boy, am I glad I don't live in America. Holy shit. EMP from the live chat. Stanford's credit is dwindling slowly. I've never thought I'd say that, but there's more than one nut job from Stanford for sure. Yeah. If you search Elizabeth Holmes, hold on. Elizabeth Holmes. Was it Harvard or Stanford? I don't know. Let me just see. What does her Wikipedia say? Yeah, Stanford University. There it is. She was the one who was claiming, and she was the co-founder of Theranos, which claimed that they could draw multiple blood reports from few drops of blood. Yep, Stanford. Why Stanford? But there are good professors at Stanford too. I think so. It was one of the professors at Stanford's one of her peers who helped expose Elizabeth Holmes and her fraud. Do you also want to go over the 2-page judgment from today? Yeah, why not? Why not? Can you send me the link somewhere on Twitter, or maybe on send it on Discord in Shesh's Discord. Maybe I can have a look at that then. Please, intrigued. Please. God, this woman, seriously. Oh my goodness. Gummergate. She's lazy. She's so lazy. Oh my goodness. I've never seen a lazy person like this before. God. Dang it. Alright. Let's have a look. Copy. Let's see if that works. Working. There we go. Beautiful. Let me see if I can. Boop. It's clear as day. Here we go. Virginia, in the Circuit Court of Fairfax County, Johnny C. Depp, 2, plaintiff and counterclaim defendant versus Amber Laura Heard, defendant and counterclaim plaintiff. Civil action number CL 2019 00029111. Judgment order. This matter came to be heard before a jury in this court beginning on April 11, 2022 and continuing day to day April 11 to 14th, April 18th to 21st, April 25th to 28th, May 2 to 5th, May 16th to 19th, May 23rd to 27th, with the jury deliberating May 27th and May 31st, and returning a verdict on June 1st, 2022. Before the jury were 3 counts of defamation brought by the plaintiff, Johnny C. Depp 2, Mr. Depp, and one count of defamation brought by the defendant and counterclaim plaintiff, Amber Laura Heard, or Miss Heard. At the conclusion of the trial and deliberation, the jury returned a verdict in favor of Mr. Depp on all 3 remaining defamation counts and awarded Mr. Depp $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages, and a verdict in favor of and a verdict in favor of Miss Heard on her defamation count and awarded Miss Heard $2 million in compensatory damages. The jury verdict is hereby incorporated into this order by reference and made a part of this order. It is therefore ordered that the jury verdict of $5 million in punitive damages in favor of Mr. Depp is hereby reduced to $350,000, the statutory cap pursuant to Virginia Code 8.01 to 38.1, and it is further ordered that with respect to the complaint, judgment is hereby entered in favor of Mr. Depp against Miss Heard in the amount of $10,350,000 with interest at the statutory rate of 6% per annum from the date of this order, and it is further ordered that with respect to the counterclaim, judgment is hereby entered in favor of Miss Heard against Mr. Depp in the amount of $2 million with interest at the statutory rate of 6% per annum from the date of this order. This order is final. Entered this 24th day of June 2022. Signed by Chief Judge, Fairfax Circuit Order. Compliance with the Rule 1:13, requiring the endorsement of counsel of record is modified by the court in its discretion to permit the submission of the following electronic signatures of the counsel in lieu of an original endorsement. Seen and accepted to for the reasons set forth in the record stated at trial and in objections attached here as an Exhibit A. Lots of the lawyers and their addresses and their workplace addresses, etc., etc. So, intrigue fee line from the live chat, 6% per annum means 6% interest per year. So, yeah. So, hold on. It says 6% per annum. So, if you're going to calculate 6% per annum, how much interest is that? That is $350. One more 0 into 6 divided by 100. That's $621,000 per annum. Holy shit. That's a lot of money. And per month, it will come down to $51,750. That's a lot of money. I don't know if Amber Heard can afford that. All day money stream. So, yeah. Oh, wow, what's that? Exhibit A. Plaintiff and counterclaim defendant Johnny C. Depp to objections to the final order. Oh, there are objections to the final order. Plaintiff and counterclaim defendant Johnny C. Depp to objects to the final order on the following grounds. All reasons stated in oral and written arguments in Mr. Depp's demurs, plea and bar, motions for summary judgment and motions to strike. All reasons stated in oral and written agreements, blah blah blah, jury instructions and motions in limine? I don't know what that means. The court's legal finding that Miss Heard could prove actual malice by relying on the mens rea of either Mr. Depp or Mr. Waldman and permitting Miss Heard to argue same to the jury in closing. The court's failure to exclude inadmissible hearsay statements. Okay, it's talking about The jury's award $2 million in favor of Ms. Heard against Mr. Depp in connection with the jury's findings of defamation was excessive and not supported by the facts. Is this something... This sounds like that they're making room for appeal against Amber Heard's award in future, if I'm not wrong. Intrigue Feline, if you got questions, please let me know. What does this all mean? That second last statement, the jury's award for $2 million in favor of Ms. Heard against Mr. Depp in connection with the jury's finding of defamation was excessive and not supported by the facts. And it's an objection to the final order. So is it making room for appeal in future against Amber Heard? Is that? Motions in limine is a motion in which a party asks the court to exclude, limit, or include evidence before it is offered at trial. Oh, okay. And Intrigue Feline, yes, indeed, it paves the way for appeal. I knew it. Smitty, if you have questions, let me know. What does this all mean, Lo? Hey, I was specific. Don't you dare go start, like... boy. That's a very inclusive question. Inclusive? Oh. Okay. So, looks like, hold on. Let me see if I can find, anything about... let's see. No. There isn't anything else in the media, is it? Intrigue Feeling? I don't think so. Oh, should we look at something else? I have an idea. You know who we can look at? Dr. Proudman! Our one and only Dr. Charlotte Proudman. Let's have a look what she's been doing. The rest of the pages are the verdict forms, by the way. Yeah, I'm not reading all of that. The death of Me Too. You can thank Amber for that, Dr. Proudman. Okay, let's see. Let's start from 12th of June, shall we? And see what she's been doing. Start from that and see. Maybe just not of significance to my knowledge. Yeah. No, I'm not logging in. Go away. Twitter. That's June 18. Let's go all the way down. Let's start with June 7 or 8. Let's see. Even go before that. I think so because we covered Dr. Proudman after Michele Dauber, if I'm not wrong. The story of Medusa. Captured by Dr. Proudman's brilliant team. Oh look, Dr. Jesse Taylor, Dr. Charlotte Proudman. Oh, Alicia's back. The death of Me Too, this was literally a Me Too case. Smitty, you have to understand, Johnny Depp cannot be a victim. He cannot be a victim because he's a guy. He's an older guy. He's an older rich guy. So he cannot be a victim. Older rich guy cannot be abused. According to Michele Dauber. And Dr. Proudman. Go my phone. This is the amount of dishonesty that Dr. Proudman is brushing. Tell that to the High Court who found Depp to be a wife beater. That judgment hasn't been overturned. The judgment, and I had asked her the question. I said, can you please show me where, it was proven that he's a wife beater. Can you show the judgment where the judge has said that Johnny Depp is a wife beater? And someone said, it's quite simple. An article accused him of being a wife beater. He took them to court for libel. There wasn't enough evidence to suggest he wasn't a wife beater. He lost the case. Ergo, he's not a wife beater. Intentional double negative. And I'm like, someone was like, by that logic, you're not a moron. And I was like, so the judge did not rule that he's a wife beater. He did not rule that he's a wife beater. He ruled that Sun did not defame Johnny Depp by calling him a wife beater. That's what the case was. And I was like, I'm surprised that someone of Dr. Proudman's caliber would, make such a claim and would suggest absence of evidence of innocence is automatically proof of guilt. Yeah. And she never replied to me, let's just say. There were people who had replied to me and they're like, oh, you're not familiar with UK libel laws? The law is heavily waived in favor of the plaintiff. The fact he lost his statement is in itself, he can still be a Captain Jack, but at the day he still hit a woman. Again, you need to give me proof where he hit her. There are no medical records that prove that he hit her. Nothing like that. So, and there was a lot of evidence that was not allowed in by the judge. Amber Heard's testimony was taken as it is by the judge. So yeah. For him, and it's yeah. Here a lot of evidence was allowed in the US. What's that? Change.org? Reopen appeal for Johnny Depp defamation case following unanimous jury verdict. 67,500 people have signed. I don't know. I would be interested. Yeah, I would be interested if that case reopened, but I don't know. And I put a screenshot from the whole verdict from the UK case. And in which the judge is saying, I also accept that evidence of Miss Heard that another aspect of the monster was that Mr. Depp physically assaulted her as she described. So he's just taking a word for it. That's what the judge did. He didn't. And then he also said, the presumption of innocence is important because someone ought to not be convicted of a criminal offense unless they have proved to be guilty to the requisite. Mr. Justice Nicole, I'm not deciding. I'm not in charge of convicting anybody. This is from the transcripts from that. So yeah. Intrigue feline. The UK judgment is just a nightmare. I know Shesh already had looked at it, but it may be prudent to do another stream on it. Yeah, that's on another stream. I'm just looking at Dr. Proudman, like people like Dr. Proudman, Michelle, and we'll see Dr. Taylor also next week. They have misrepresented so many facts. I know, like, till like the Johnny Depp-Heard trial, you would say, okay, you backed the wrong horse because she's a manipulative person, and you believed her because you wanted to believe all victims. But after the trial, you still backing that horse? You're still backing Amber Heard? That's a conscious decision you're making, and if people ridicule you for it, I personally would not ridicule you for it. I'll just do a live stream and then move on, in which I ridicule you for it, and then move on. But I wouldn't come at you. I did ask, as you can see, Dr. Proudman some questions. Never got a reply, and then I was like, okay, whatever. She's not interested. Okay, whatever. It's not that I'm going after her again and again. It's, yeah. Thank you for your outstanding comment on Amber Heard trial, whose verdict I found baffling. There's an interview of Dr. Proudman in which he says that the evidence doesn't matter in this case. That, Shesh might cover that sometime in the future. Or we might do it together. So yeah. Just don't buy that t-shirt for fuck's sake. Again, this is the same rhetoric that Michelle was spewing. Michele Dauber was spewing. Do you think Manson's fans will say that even Rachel Woods was the one who abused him and spent the next few months screaming that her 18-year-old abused his 37-year-old man and used him for his fame and similar playbook to Depp stands? Again, this is the dishonesty. This is the level of dishonesty and bias that I'm seeing from these people, and I'm just wondering, what are they doing in their professions in real life? I'm just wondering, and yeah, I don't know if they have harmed people with this level of bias and this level of projection and dishonesty, just straight up blatant dishonesty at this point. Let's just say, or she hasn't taken even a bit to watch the Johnny Depp trial. Again, maybe because she's scared, like Michele Dauber, that she might be proven wrong. An intrigued feline from the live chat. In some parts, he says that the judge should take an under oath statement more serious than hearsay evidence, and he does this when it comes to Amber Heard's side, but he does the opposite a lot to Johnny Depp's side. Yes, this is the thing where I think so where the UK system is a bit outdated. They need to really, they are a lot behind than other systems in all the other parts of the world. I personally think that they need to come up. The era of believing everyone is fine. Then they should have believed Johnny Depp also. You have to be uniform, or you have to come up with an approach that is uniform for both the parties. You just can't be biased or partisan towards one party just because of their gender. Unless there's a lot of evidence that supports that their gender should be considered in that case. But, yeah. This is the amount of dishonesty that really irks me from Dr. Charlotte Proudman and their fucking, followers. Again, it's about due process, innocent until proven guilty. If he's proven guilty, then all for it. But if it's ruled that he's not guilty, then it is what it is. Story of Medusa. Woodward, I guess, who is a very good friend of his. Oh, so are we going by guilt by association here? Just because Depp is a friend of Marilyn Manson, he's somehow guilty for what happened to even Rachel Woods? Really? And why is he suing Rachel Woods for defamation? On what grounds? That might be a good thing to look into. If you can disprove that his grounds are wrong, I might listen to you. But this is just lazy fucking writing. And guess who his goddaughter is? Again, guilt by... So are you going to why is his goddaughter being dragged into all this? I don't get it. Why are you dragging an innocent party into this, you fucking asshole? Who might be a minor, if I don't know? What the fuck is wrong with you? The culture of silencing victims and NDAs after Depp-Heard trial, we are right back where we started in this death of saying Me Too submission. Okay, number one, there was an NDA, and when Heard signed the NDA, she had representation when she signed that NDA. She chose to sign that NDA. She didn't have to, but she did. And she still didn't keep quiet. And she still has not kept quiet, so I don't know what does NDA have to do with Depp-Heard trial. There's no NDA between, that's long broken between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So I don't get it. Yes, victims should not be silenced, especially when they're going through proper channels to get justice, and if their safety is dependent on it. No. But to obfuscate two trials together when they're very different, tells me, one, either you have not watched either of the trials, or two, you're fucking lazy, lady. Get a grip. And Medusa's stories from like ancient Greece, yeah. Yeah, we can look at how Indians don't protect the victims. We can look at that, but you bringing two things together, this tells me like this is like inherent misandry that's existing in these, like within these ladies for some reason, and they're just projecting onto everything out there. Man bad, big man bad, old rich man bad. Seriously. I refuse to be part of society that tells me my worth is based on appearance or what I can do better. You are part of a society nonetheless. You can say that I refuse to be told that my worth is based on my appearance and what I can do for men. You're still part of a society. What the fuck? Which society are you going to go to then? Yeah. This is appalling. 97% of victims of sexual violence are telling the truth. Why aren't 97% of the abusers in prison? Let's focus on that. What? So this is the timeline apparently for even Rachel Woods. Okay. Again, this is a woman who's who's testified in front of Congress. I don't know. I would say if there are medical records that prove her accusations, go for it. If there are pictures that prove her accusations, go for it. Again, you have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of speech to defame. Now it's on, Marilyn Manson to prove that even Rachel Wood's speech was defamatory. So he has a higher burden of proof. Let's see if he can meet it. That's another thing. So that will be interesting too. Go case by case basis, not clump everything together in one group. That's a very dangerous thing that we are doing right now. And in this, we might condemn some men who are actually innocent. And we can actually be unbiased and very, very balanced in judgment if we go case by case basis. In that case, we are not ignoring anything. Or we might not accidentally ignore something just because we clumped everything together. There's a high chance of ignoring something. And which would be good for actual victims. For all the victims that are in all these cases. I wonder which female lawyer will gleefully and brutally cross-examine Wood. Are you saying, which female... you're not saying skirt? Which skirt will gleefully and brutally cross-examine Wood? What happened to that language, Michelle? So you're saying which female lawyer... Why will a lawyer gleefully cross-examine someone? That's their job. If they're passionate about their job, then what's wrong with that? Looks like you're passionate about your work. Why can't others be passionate about their work? Utter bullcrap. And look, Dr. Charlotte is retweeting her. This little bandwagon of women that has come forward that have been around Amber Heard. No wonder Amber Heard thought that she was untouchable. These people enabled her. From different parts of life, from different phases or, different academia. They backed her bullshit and bolstered her on a pedestal. No wonder she thought she wasn't untouchable and she could get away with all this bullshit. Look at the followers they have, the number of followers they have. No wonder Amber thought she was untouchable. Yeah. You realize she earlier used the wrong numbers, which made it appear she is actually fine with 3% of the abusers walking free. Yeah, you would want 100% of the abusers to be, prosecuted? I don't know. Myself and the campaigners have long been concerned about unregulated and unqualified experts making diagnoses that result in parents losing their children. The usual claim parental alienation, highly gender contested concept, front page news. Okay. In what way? Which court system are you talking about? UK or US? UK, yeah, it's far behind. I know that. What have you done to change it? I don't see anything here. Feminism isn't about making women equal to men, it's about overthrowing patriarchy. Oh yeah, we have read this one. Oh, it's in UK. Unregulated experts in family courts exposed by Observer UK investigation. Now that is work. Is Dr. Proudman part of that work? Yeah, I'm happy with my cookies. Go away. Who wrote this one? Hannah Summers and Beatrix Campbell. I don't see Dr. Proudman's name in here. I wonder where your priorities are, Dr. Proudman. Who am I to question your priorities, by the way? I'm a fucking nobody. No, I'm not logging in. Go away. If you're telling women that, they can't come forward because they might get a defamation claim, that they shouldn't go to the police and report their abuse, you're a fucking asshole. Let's just say. You're a fucking asshole. What's this about? Ooh. I'm a defendant in a court case, Levy Brown, but unprecedented and not by choice, but because I don't have money to pay for a lawyer. Please explain to me how this is fairness in our justice system. Have you tried Dr. Proudman for advice? And she's very vocal about defamation, DA. Yes, she hasn't referred me to anyone. She said she's a family law barrister and unable to assist in defamation, even though it's about DVCCB. I have a week-long trial on 20th June alone. Many of the cases coming up involve so many areas of law that they require whole legal teams. It feels impossible to get the right help. It is impossible. People talk publicly about caring about the reality. We are all alone. Absolutely alone. And when my case is lost and everyone else is silenced and petrified, I hope they remember my desperate pleas for help. Professor, I don't think that no one cares. I know those of us who speak publicly are often overwhelmed with requests for help. We can't keep up and also have day jobs. It creates burnout. We definitely need a system that works. I can see that, but if someone is going to discuss defamation proceedings, there is one going on here now in UK by an abuser against his victim, me. I have begged for help with raising publicity because it looks like some people only care when it's a celebrity. I'm sorry. Professor, I know you're hurting, baby. It must be hell. Maybe be very specific about what you want from someone. They will then know if they can help you or not. A report for a court means days of prep and even cross-examination in court. Be specific, it can really help. Oh wow. Oh wow. Vanessa, I need a lawyer. Otherwise, the absolute sham that is the DA Act will be allowing a known perpetrator of DA to be cross-examining me, and how am I supposed to be expecting to cross-examine him? And I've asked for a lawyer lots of times. Dr. Proudman, you sent recently 2 people in robes that stepped in to help you, so I'm confused by your recent messages. I've tried. We had a conference call about your case. I tried to get 2 charities to assist you, and you just recently asked a woman's charity to support you. I'm not a specialist in defamation. You talk about defamation a lot, woman. Seriously. For not being a specialist in defamation. And I explained it to you. I'm sorry it isn't enough. I wish I could help all the women who email me each day. Oh. You can contact Advocate or the Bar Pro Bono unit to see if they can assist you. Also, all the best with your case. And I don't tweet you in. Others do, and I think that's because of the Depp-Heard trial tweets. It's not obvious to many about specialisms in law. I contacted criminal barristers when I first received the claim. I'm clueless. I was referring to two male barristers as being heroes in robes, and no woman's charity wants to help. I guess it's just for the celebs people who speak up, or how sad for the majority of us. Oh my god. Vanessa, I know how incredibly painful it is all for you, and frozen da 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 da. Oh, every audio clip of Depp either being admitted to being abusive, controlling. Okay, where's the audio clip? I've become irrational. I become jealous and weird, and what? You know, we fight a lot more. That's not saying that he was violent. Jealous and crazy, yeah. Okay. All I did was fight to keep you, okay? Fight to keep you can be a metaphor for a lot of things, moron. Like, what the fuck is all this bullshit? You know what your memory of Toronto was, and yeah, I'm so fucking really nasty things to you. Yeah, he said some nasty things. She punched him, you moron. Asshole. Name calling is different, and when specifically Johnny Depp said that we can't fight, we have to walk away, it was Amber Heard that said, no, we are not walking away from each other when we fight. This fucking thing is like,
I'm talking about Australia, the day that 7 times you came to this place to say let's stop.
This was in Australia, where she was going from bathroom to bathroom, bedroom to bedroom, like going after him, not letting him time to just like gather himself so that he could fucking have his sanity together to talk shit. And then she chopped his finger off, you moron. Of course someone will call you names when you chop their finger off. I would go like bollocks if someone chopped my finger off. Asshole. Lord. And this is like this incident where he was trying to close the door and he accidentally like scraped the toes, and Amber Heard decided to just knock him out and punch him square in the face. And they're just trying to say as if he did something like I actually hit her with a door or something. Oh, get out of here, fucking assholes. So, I think we had a good time today. Hopefully you guys liked what I covered. And next week we will be covering Dr. Taylor. And is there anything else from the live chat? Smitty, she literally amputated him. He called her names. So yeah, it's a 50-50 equally abusive relationship. Man, I would be angry if someone, chopped my finger off. I call out names when I stub my toe. You know how painful stubbing your toe is? Yeah. No. These fucking assholes trying to just say, oh yeah, this is Johnny Depp being abusive. No. Nice try, let's just say. And Michele Dauber, you're still clueless. You still don't know how the world works. And yeah, I expected better from a Stanford professor, but when you have like products like Elizabeth Holmes coming out of Stanford University, I don't know. It's hopeless. And I really hope your tenure doesn't get reinstated after it expires. I really hope, because I don't know how many students you have passive aggressively beaten down upon and used your position to peer pressure students. with your own agenda and your own propaganda. And you blurred your lines between this is your private account or your professional account a long time ago when you threaten someone. Just saying. Yeah. Be better. Seriously. I'll leave at that. I think so this was the time when you kind of blurred the line. You may have done that even before this. But yeah. What's that tweet again? Okay, we need to show this before we go. This needs to be shown. Taylor Lawrence speaking to a packed house at VidCon. Oh my god! Oh! Ouch! Beethoven from the live chat, packed with air molecules. Oh! I bet this live chat had more people than that. I bet it. Okay, on this note, I'll wrap it up. If you have any questions or comments, put it in the comment section. And the total takeover of Shesh's channel is complete today. Have a good day, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the day, or the rest of the evening, or the rest of whatever time zone you're from. Cheers. Bye-bye.